How do you relieve your suffering? It's a very simple answer. When you bring me your problems, what I do is I look for which pact you made in your past that you promptly forgot about. And that pact is that one that is causing all your pain and your unhappiness. One of you asked me a very relevant question. She asked me, how do you find out which pacts I made in the past? So here's my answer. Whenever there is pain, whenever there is unhappiness, that means that there's a pact that you made when you were little, as far as the womb, and then that you promptly forgot about. So my job is to help you remember which pact it is that you made that is making you so unhappy. I'll give you an example so that you get an easy answer. I had a young woman come to me once. She was in her early 30s and she was having a lot of problems with her boyfriend. They were fighting constantly. She had been to couples therapy and she had been doing all sorts of alternative healing. Nothing was working. So she was really at the end of her rope when she came to see me. So what I did is that I went back to her beginnings, to when she was born. Her mother was somewhat immature woman who wasn't really ready to have children. So my client, let's call her Sylvia, made a decision, and that's very important for you to remember. She made a decision to always be with her mother, no matter what. So that promise or that pact that she made, she had to fulfill. So she was getting along very well with her father because her father was obviously more mature and he was there for her all the time. And every time her mother watched her spend time with her mother got jealous. So Sylvia, she had no other choice but to stop whatever she was doing with her dad and to be with her mom, even though that's not what she wanted. So basically, her main feeling was of guilt of being with somebody that she wasn't supposed to be. So when she grows up, a very similar thing happens, a very similar situation. When she's of age to find a partner in her life, she meets a group of young men and she starts dating one of those guys and fights and sure and all this that I was telling you about. And so what I did is we looked together to see what was wrong, what was the problem with her fighting with her boyfriend, and she realized, to her complete surprise, that this is not the man she wanted to be with. One of the guys, part of the group, one of his friends, is the one that she wanted to be with. And here's the thing, that's why that pact is so important for you to understand. Because the pact that she made with her mom all those years ago, she was transferring to her boyfriend situation. So guilt was not letting her be with the man that she wanted. So I did something very simple. I'd ask her what would she like to do with that pact. So she thought about it and she said she wanted to get rid of it. So together we did some strategies in order for her to get rid of that pact, of that promise. And that's the only way to get rid of the guilt, was to cut that pact that she made with herself. So once she did that, she was able to let go of the guilt and make a decision. And so she talked to her current boyfriend and she told him that she didn't want to be with him anymore and that she liked somebody else. So she was able to let go of the guilt and finally talk to the other guy and tell her feelings. And this is a happy ending story because in the end, the guy started dating her, the new guy, and now they're happily married with a boy. He's 11 years old now. So this is what happens with the pacts that you make from the past. They actually infringe not only into your present, but into your future, all your life. When you get rid of that pact, not only you make that situation better, your current relationship with your boyfriends, but also with your mom. When my client understood that, what was happening, she was able to make amends with her mom and spend more time with her dad, which is what she wanted to do it all along and without guilt. So in this therapy together that we did, she was able to resolve a lot of issue when she was only coming to resolve one. So I hope that clarity video helped you to give you an idea of to where the pain can come from. Basically, anytime you're unhappy, anytime you're sad, is because you made a pact with yourself, a pact that you're not aware of. So if you're not aware of it, how can you break it? So what I suggest for you to do is to look for a therapist, look for a professional to help you find out which pacts you made in the past in order for you to dissolve them and make decisions based on really what you want and not out of guilt from the past. I hope that video helped. Good luck with finding a person to help you with this. And you can also ask me a question. My name is Vanessa Calfinoteo. I'm a therapist and a healer as well. And if you have a burning question about situation that you're currently having, go ahead and leave a message here in the comments and I'll be glad to make a video for you. So good luck.